Guys, welcome to day 19, which is going to be our Psoas friendly flow. So we're going to go through three different moves, all for opening up that psoas in terms of flexion and extension. Okay, so we're going to start off keeping it nice and simple with our pelvic curl. We should have these down pat by now. And we're not going to add any leg lifts into the equation this time, just pure pelvic curl. So, feet parallel, fist distance, pelvis is neutral, ribs are connected into the mat. We're going to inhale, exhale, draw the belly in, tuck the tailbone using the abs. Deepen the tuck by activating glutes and pressing into the feet. Start peeling the spine up and off the floor, one vertebra at a time. As you rise, let the chin slide down, eyes parallel to the thighs, ribs connected. Inhale, and let's exhale, roll down through the spine, one vertebra at a time again. Concave the chest. Still tuck that tailbone as you're rolling down so that lower back has an opportunity to touch the floor, and then releasing back to neutral. And again, exhale, we're scooping, we're tucking, we're rising. Eyes gently lowering, knees softly reaching forward, and exhale, reversing. Lowering down, again sequentially moving through that spine, one vertebra at a time, and release. And let's go again. Exhaling up. So I'm not going into as much detail on the cueing. If you've been following the program, should have a very good understanding by now as to how to perform and move through this exercise. So I'm trusting you. And let's go again. Exhale, initiate through the abdominals, tucking and rising, peeling up sequentially. Pausing at a straight line from knees to shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, rolling down. Concave the chest first. Tucking the tailbone and releasing the pelvis at the bottom. Let's go for 3 more. Inhale at the top. Exhale down. Lovely way to wake up the hamstrings, those glutes, and mobilize that spine. And again, exhaling. And as we're rising up, we're taking those hips out of flexion and into extension. So we're opening up those hip flexors. Inhale, exhaling down. Moving those hip flexors into flexion again. And releasing at the bottom. And last one, getting those supporting glutes nicely engaged as we rise up so they support the body from underneath. Inhale and exhale to roll back down and releasing there. All right, we are now going to move into a low lunge. A lot of the hip flexor lunge stretches that I have done with you already have been very grounded and focused more on stretch versus strength. So now we're going to add a little bit of strength into the equation. We're not going to move in and out of the lunge. We're going to go into it and we're going to hold. Okay, but I want it to be low. And again, yes, my head is cut off, but you don't need to see the head, you need to see the body. From here, you're going to take a nice large step forward with that left leg and then bending down into the front leg. Soft bend in the back leg. Be careful of the hips arching. Make sure that tailbone is tucked and the knee is hovering. You're aiming for roughly 90-90. Just don't have the left knee protruding very far over the toes. That is not the target of this exercise. And we're going to hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push through the front heel, whoop, to get yourself back. And we can't all be perfect all the time. So let's go with the next side. You want to make sure now that left foot is in line with the right. Step the right foot forward as far as you did with the left so we can get a relatively equal position. And bending down into that lunge. Tucking that tailbone and breathing there. Keep the pressure on the big toe knuckle of the back foot instead of the baby toe, because then we're going to take things out of alignment. The moment I did that, I shifted my balance off. And we're going to breathe and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push through the right heel, and get it in. Okay, so now we're going to go in for some standing kickbacks. I'm going to do it with the knee bent. You can do it with the legs straight, and it's now focusing on keeping the pelvis as neutral as possible. So no big arch in the lower back, and stretching out the psoas while we're activating deeply into that glute. It is going to be a balancing oriented exercise as well, so please have something close by to hold on to if you need. We're rising up. We're going to start with the right leg. So have those feet roughly fist distance apart. I'm so out of breath, my goodness. Okay. Shift all the weight into the left leg. Bend your right knee and flex the ankle for me. From there, keep a slight tuck in the tailbone and exhale to take the leg back behind you as far as you can without deeply arching into that lower back. And then from there, inhale to bring the leg forward and exhale back. Squeeze the bum, squeeze the tummy, and inhale to bring that leg forward. And for 3. Keep the left knee soft, don't lock the knee, because then we're using bone on bone to balance and not the muscles. And back for 4. Keep that foot flexed. Imagine you're trying to put the foot on the wall behind you. Squeeze the glute and rise back up. And for 5. Guys, you could do this while standing and brushing your teeth, or waiting for the kettle to boil in the morning for coffee. And for 5, there's many places you can put a comma in your day with a couple of reps of movement. You don't have to go through the whole mission of putting a mat down, allocating an hour. We're going to do one more. If you have lots of little commas in your day on a consistent basis, accumulated over time, you'll get some amazing results. And voila, we are done with the right leg. Let's move to that left leg. So, fist distance gap, knees soft, weight into the right leg, bend that left leg, flex the ankle, keep a slight tuck in the tailbone and exhale, squeeze the bum cheek to take the knee back, and then inhale, lifting it up to 90. And exhaling back again. So now we're working the hip flex into an extended position and lifting up into a flexed position. And for 4, keep that right knee soft so that that right glute has to work hard from a stabilization perspective, while that left one is working in this extended leg or extended hip position. And forward. Keeping the tummy and the glutes nice and active to assist in stabilizing that pelvis. That's where the core is coming into this exercise. And inhale forward. And let's go 2 more. You're exhaling on the tighter, more challenging part of the exercise to assist in getting that core activated in a deeper manner. And exhale out for the last one. And inhaling forward. Boom. That is the session for today. Okay. That standing exercise can be quite challenging, especially if you can't really feel what your pelvis is doing. So you're welcome to try give it a go in front of a mirror. If there's a small amount of movement, it's okay. We just don't want excessive movement so that lower back ends up getting bitten into, and then you have a sensitive lower back afterwards. If you cannot take your knee further back than I did, that is perfectly fine. Work with the range that is available to you and your body. Keep it safe, keep it moving. But I hope you enjoyed the session. Let me know if you have any questions. Until next time, which is tomorrow. Bye.